the works of your hands. See? The things that you're doing. For the Most High made not death, neither hath he pleasure in the destruction of the living. For he created all things, that they might have their being, and the generations of the world were healthful, and there is no poison of destruction in them, nor the kingdom of death upon the earth. For righteousness is immortal. You hear that? When you do what's right. That's why Mashiach had people right in front and say, some of you don't never have to see death. Just go to sleep, wake up in the kingdom. Poof. Daniel's right there in his life to the end. For righteousness is immortal. You see this? To be righteous, to follow the Most High's laws, such commandments, have faith in the Mashiach, going to the Most High on our behalf. That's why we gotta have faith in the Mashiach, because what a sacrifice for your toes, you know what I'm saying? Most High say, he don't like that anyway. He care nothing about that. He wants us to be obedient to him. No more, no less. But ungodly, unrighteous men, with their works, the things they were doing, and words, the things they said, called it to them. Read you again. But unrighteous men or women, with their works and words, called it to them. But when they thought to have it their friend, they consumed to naught. They consumed to nothing, and made a covenant with it, because they are worthy to take part with it. What he said? Verse 12, seek not death in the air of your life. But some of you seeking this, being in error, because you do not know spiritually how to operate as the children of Israel that's preparing to go to the kingdom. And not just trying to say, this is where I am in the wicked world that we're in now. He made the wicked for the day of evil. And here you are justifying your actions, justifying your evil, and say it's okay. No, it's not okay. It's not okay. It says, seek not death in the air of your life. It's real. And pour not upon yourself destruction with the works of your hands, the things you're doing. But oh no, I'm gonna be all right. I'm gonna be all right. Ain't nothing gonna happen to me. I know I'm all right. Yeah, you do? Better think again. Better really consider. Better really consider, because this is real serious. See that the righteousness, that's why it says unrighteous men, verse 16, but unrighteous men with their works and words called it to them, called death to them. But when they thought to have it their friend, gonna have it their friend, they consumed to naught. A lot of you wish death on your brothers. A lot of you wish death on your sisters. Death on children. Wishing somebody's children be put to death or whatever. Because Israel is like that, because it's written, that's how you would think, that's how you deal. Bunch of wicked heathens. But you call yourself Israelites. You call yourself Gentiles. You call yourself whatever you call yourself. I got 451 different names of identity just for those that look primarily like the tribe of Judah. Wicked, wicked, wicked. It says they consume it to naught. So you can consume to nothing. And make a covenant, a contract, an agreement with it. because they are worthy to take part with it. That's the most that's how I think of it. This is serious, people. You can't look at it any other way. This is real serious. And those that do not want to really take this to heart and really see this, they're going to be the ones that's going to fall into the hands of the living power. He's going to let you know. Once again, Luke 11:34. The light of the body is the eye. Therefore, when thine eye is single, thy whole body also is full of light. When it's just concentrating on, you know, I find that people can't do this. You can't, you're having a problem doing this because a lot of you are everywhere. You all over the place. You listen to here, listen to them, listen to them, listen to them. That's why you can't follow what it tells us as a nation. We're a nation. Ain't about no camp. We're going to be a nation going into the wilderness and hopefully making it out of the wilderness to the kingdom. This is what he told us in 1 Corinthians 1:10. Now I beseech you, brethren, by Hashem Mashiach Yahushua, that ye all speak the same thing. Some of you want to speak whatever you want to speak. And you're going to be dealt with. But we all got to speak the same thing, and that there be no divisions among you. You can't say that we don't have division when you speak in your own way. You be doing your own thing. There be no divisions among you, but that you be perfectly joined together in the same mind and in the same judgment. How you going to do that? 1 Corinthians 2:15. Let me read verse 12. 1 Corinthians 2:12, I'm going to start there and say, now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High. Because, hold that, get James. Now get 1 John 2:15. He said, love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, desire everything, and the lust of the eyes, everything you see. And the pride of life, you pride. Can't nobody tell me nothing. Is not of the Father, but is of the world. And the world will pass away, he said. And the lust thereof, all the things that you lusting after, going to pass away. But he that doeth the will of the Most High, keeping his laws and commandments, pleasing the Most High, that he can make your enemies be at peace with you, abide forever, going to live forever. James 4:4. Ye adulterers and adulteresses, you that commit adultery against the Most High, but not following what he say do, that's adultery. Men and women. Know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with the Most High? You at war with the Most High? Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of the Most High. How are you going to destroy your enemies? You're the enemy of the Most High. You're going to let your enemies tear your butt up. And those are spirits that he have on this earth, that he allowed to deal with you. As we just said, hey, Job was a perfect man. Most High asked Satan, have you considered my servant Job? That's what we serve, y'all. The who are you that think you're exempt from the Most High dealing with you, and you're righteous. You ain't did anything, but still the Most High will deal with us. None of us is exempt from this. That's what we serve. The Most High power of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, our Lord Yahweh. We praise him for everything, because his will is going to be done. 1 Corinthians 2. and 12. Now we have received not the spirit of the world. You don't want to be the enemy of the Most High. You don't want to be at war with the Most High by allowing yourself to be caught up in the spirit of the world. A lot of you are in the spirit of the world. You at war with the Most High. You can look at man all you want to. Man ain't gonna save you. But the Most High recording everything. Everyone that hear my voice, everything that we say is Bahashama Mashiach Yahweh. A lot of you forget. That's why we have to repent. Now we have received not the spirit of the world, but the spirit which is of the Most High, that we might know the things that are freely given to us of the Most High. We got to know what's given to us of the Most High, which things also we speak, not in words which man's wisdom teaches, but which the Holy Spirit teaches. See? But some of you don't have the Holy Spirit. You don't recognize the Holy Spirit. You don't recognize a great light when it's right there shining bright as ever in your face. You still think it's all darkness. Oh boy. When will they learn, Most High? It says, comparing spiritual things with spiritual. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High. Natural man not going to receive the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him. Neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. Spiritually in darkness, they're blinded to the light that's shining bright, and they still want to remain in darkness. Even though the great light is shining bright, they still want to remain in ignorance, not knowing. They don't want to know. But he that is spiritual judges all things, yet he himself is judged of no man. These are the signs. You spiritual, you can judge all things. But it's going to be through your ability to be spiritual and not carnal. You're not dealing with being a natural man. Who the natural man? The natural man is who we under. All the lust that they bring forth and program the people to be just like they would have them to be. Look at all the people that's going out of their wits, man. Yeah, babies got Air Jordans on. Babies. Newborn babies with Air Jordans. What's that for? They only last a few months, and the next thing they grew out of them. Come on, just for what? Show your pride, your personal pride. The baby don't know about no Air Jordans. Having a fit because you can't get the next ones that's coming out, whatever. People killing over it. Man. Natural man, natural woman. Looking at TV, they program y'all to hate each other. All these different shows they have on TV right now, bringing us out there just exploiting us. Jacob and Esau. That's all you see, Jacob and Esau. You don't see no Chinese on these shows, Jerry Springer and whatever the name of those other ones are. It's just us. Man. And we make a fool of ourselves. I don't know where they find these people. They probably audition them and say, yeah, you gotta be a certain way. It's well, yeah, okay, you ain't, just be yourself. Because you ignorant enough, just come on here and be yourself. Sad. Man, and we the servants of the Most High. It says, for who have known the mind of the Most High, that he may instruct him? But we have the mind of a Mashiach Yahweh. How's that? Because that's what he said he's going to send back, the Holy Spirit. And it came in Acts the 2nd chapter. So it's been here for thousands of years, but people are doing their own thing. Y'all been doing your own thing. You know, as he said, he's that light shining bright, and people comprehend it not. St. John 1 and 10. He was in the world. And the world was made by him. And the world knew him not. Was is past tense. He was in the world, and the world was made by him, Mashiach Yahushua, and the world knew him not. That's why I said verse 3, all things were made by him. Without him was not anything made that was made, through the power of the Most High. But the world of Israel, they got to go to Isaiah 45 and 17. They know that world is talking about. But Israel shall be saved in the Most High with an everlasting salvation. Don't say that about anyone else. Only the 12 tribes of Israel. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded, mean confused, world without end. He was in the world. Because you understand, he was just among Israel. He wasn't around nobody else. He was in the world. The world was made by him. The world knew him not. That's why you look at Joel 2 and 27. And you shall know that I am in the midst of Israel, and that I am the Most High, your power, and none else. And my people shall never be ashamed, just like he just told us in Isaiah 45, 17. So he's in the midst of Israel. And still, from that point, when he was he come in the volume of the book, and he was in the midst of Israel right there, same thing in Acts 2, 21, 22, when he came on the earth in the flesh. It says, Acts 2:21, and it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of Mashiach Yahushua shall be saved. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. Mashiach Yahushua of Nazareth is only talking to the men of Israel, not anyone else. How you gonna make that say it's talking to anyone else? Same thing we read in, John 3:16. For the Most High so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, and whosoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. We just read who salvation is coming to, Israel, in Isaiah 45, 17. So it's not going to change. That's the world that it's talking about. Ye men of Israel, hear these words. The Mashiach of Nazareth, a man approved of the Most High, where? Among you, among the men of Israel, by miracles and wonders. Say he did so many miracles that the books of the world could not contain it. It says, by miracles and wonders and signs which the Most High did by him, who was a Mashiach Yahushua, where? In the midst of you, the men of Israel, as ye yourself also know. See? So John 1 and 4. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. And the light shineth in darkness, and the darkness comprehended not. See, the light is shining in darkness. That's why our people got to be woken up, because Hosea 4 and 6. The light is out. That's why you gotta come back to this light. Hosea 4 and 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee. You're going to be a bunch of rejects, he's saying. That thou shalt be no priest to me. He ain't telling that they could teach his word. Saying thou hast forgotten the law of thy power. So at the Most High, if he's the power of the people thinking that he's the power of the Jewish people, how will you ever realize that this talking to you when you think that he's their power and not your power as a Gentile, as you thinking you a Gentile? What does it say? Because thou hast forgotten the law of your power. That's thy power. Thy means your. You forgot the law of your power. I will also forget your children. Forget thy children. You're going to forget your children. That's what he's saying. He says, as they were increased, so they sinned, which is breaking the laws of the Most High, his rules and regulations, against him, against the Most High. He said, against me. He said, therefore would I change their glory into shame. That's why our women, y'all are glory. The woman is the man's glory. He said, you're going to change our glory into shame. And shame on y'all.